And now to the very latest in the government shutdown. Flight delays and cancellations continue to leave passengers stranded across the country. Meanwhile, the Senate cleared the first hurdle to reopening the government. 7 Democrats and 1 independent crossed party lines, voting with Republicans to end the shutdown. We have team coverage on the impacts. Alan Devlin live at Newark Airport. But let's begin with Natalie Brand in Washington with more on the deal that some Democrats are calling a betrayal.
Senators returned to Capitol Hill this morning with optimism the record-long government shutdown could soon end. 7 Democrats and an independent voted with Senate Republicans late Sunday to advance a House-passed short-term funding measure.
The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
Under a compromise deal negotiated by moderates, that bill would be amended to fund the government through January, reverse shutdown-related federal layoffs, and guarantee back pay to all federal employees. It also includes 3 longer appropriations bills for certain agencies, including agriculture, which funds SNAP.
Keeping the government shut down for another week or another month doesn't indicate that there would be any change in the outcome. All it would mean is that more Americans would suffer.
The deal also promises a Senate vote on health care in early December, but without a guarantee to extend the Enhanced Affordable Care Act tax credits. A number of Democrats are calling this plan a mistake.
You can get 100 votes here in the Senate. Won't mean anything because the House is not going to take it up, and the President of the United States certainly will not sign it.
The agreement must still be approved by the Senate and the House. It comes as the impacts of this shutdown are reaching a boiling point for federal workers, air travelers, and those who rely on federal food assistance. Food pantries across the country saw long lines this weekend as the Trump administration ordered states to undo steps taken to restore full SNAP benefits, with a legal fight still playing out.
If we don't get SNAP until the shutdown's over, we could end up literally starving.
Natalie Brand, CBS News.
And the shutdown continues to have a significant impact on air travel across this country. Here is a look at the current delays and cancellations at airports across our area. We're looking at about 450 delays and 300 cancellations. Alan Devlin live at noon at Newark Airport with the very latest there. Alan.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jessica. Even though the government is making progress in ending this shutdown once and for all, that progress is not visible here in the terminal, as well as terminals across the country at this hour. This is projected to be the worst day in air travel since the shutdown first began.
On the 4th day since the government began cutting back on flights nationwide, frequent flyers at Newark International fed up.
It's messing up everyone around the country, and it's just not fair, I guess.
Air travelers met with yellow on the flight board. Total cancellations nearing 2,000 nationwide, and the day is only half over.
It's not only impacting flights, it's impacting life in general. And to be honest with you, I think everybody needs to get in a room, get themselves together, and stop putting the people at risk.
Monday, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association President Nick Daniels held a press conference discussing the second consecutive $0 paycheck for the nation's air traffic controllers.
They have kept their focus, their composure, and their commitment to safety. But now they must focus on child care instead of traffic flows, food for their families instead of runway separation. This is not politics. This is not ideology.
Experts warn the travel troubles are only going to get worse as the shutdown carries on.
Now, experts add that if you can avoid air travel altogether, this is the week to do it. But I know some of you guys out there, you have to get on a plane. So I did get some tips and tricks that you could use if you are going to be boarding this week or in the coming weeks while the government is still shut down. I'll be providing those later on this evening on CBS News New York at 5. Right now, we are live at Newark International Airport. Alan Devlin, CBS News, New York.
All right, Alan, thank you. And we are tracking every update in the government shutdown. We'll bring it to you on air and online at cbsnewyork.com.